Brought a board. Tell me to bring
Did you
a
bring a
board.
board and a beer?
I didn't bring you a beer.
I got a
Are
beer.
you serious?
No, I got a beer.
Oh,
I just ain't got a
say.
board. Or I got a board. I didn't have a board. I got a beer.
Is anyone on here?
I don't know. Hello. Hello. There's MSL. Hey, Bubba.
I was wondering. I think nobody
Dicker
liked
Day.
you.
What happened? Josh Wellner, Gunnar Helton. Hi, C. Hi, C says hi.
Hi.
Hi, C. Hi. Hi, C. Hi. Hi, C. Hi. Whoa. What's up? Officer Hoover, how you doing, buddy?
Officer Hoover.
What's up, David, Golden, Jason, Harry Roberts,
The
White,
login daddy's on here.
the Logan Daddy,
Harry Roberts.
Boone Landworks. How you doing, buddy? It's been a while.
Yo Bean.
Yo, hey, that's Jeffrey. How you doing, John? We're sporting today, buddy.
Did you talk to John today about the show?
No, I'm on a John. Figured we'd talk after the live feed if that's okay, buddy. We'll be getting our things together for. Okay, John says looking good. It's the hat. It's the hat. It ain't the shirt, that's for sure.
Oh gosh.
Wayne Tharp, how you doing, buddy? We ready to get started, Mommy? How many we got on here? How many we got? We got 55, 54. 54? Who the hell already shut it
Oh
off?
my gosh. That's pretty bad.
Let's see. All right, I'm gonna start into it anyways. We ain't got many people on here yet, but we'll start into it.
Okay, the Hoosier
We got the
hardwood-
board.
Okay.
We got the board and about whack Mommy with it. But want to talk about Hoosier Hardwood Festival? Who all's going? What y'all think?
This weekend.
This coming
Saturday,
weekend.
Saturday and Sunday, and we're gonna have a booth there along with They're Perfect, and Chipper Guy is gonna be there, and should be awesome. Wade will maybe not be there till Saturday though, so but we'll be there.
Yeah, I might not be there till
we don't
Saturday.
need him anyway.
I might not make it till Saturday morning. We're on a job. Things ain't going. We're moving here.
Yeah, there's small jobs and there's
Oh, man.
all the time.
It's like by the time the boom and everybody gets set up, the cutter's moving. I mean, it's ridiculous. We're constantly. It's just, and we're only moving a couple miles down the road. It's ridiculous. But it's just, oh, man, it's just. But as soon as you get set, we're roading a skidder sometimes and stuff. I mean, it's just. But you can't road the cutter. You got to load it up, and I look awful funny me trying to drive Brutus down the road, Mom.
So this is like the first time in 30 years Indiana has had this logging show, so it's a pretty big deal, and we're flattered that they asked us.
Yeah, they actually asked us to play a part in this. We're like,
you sure you want us? But yeah,
so I told this landowner was logging on the other day. I told him we're gonna try to get as much as we can done in the first couple of days, because usually by the third day the landowner runs us off.
What he said us right up next to, I guess, having music and a bar and food, just tons of food vendors, and over like 100 vendors like for the industry, and so they're having meetings.
Should be pretty good.
day.
They are having the meetings and stuff, huh?
Yeah, the
Cool.
IHLA is doing meetings. And
Cool.
stuff. Cool. Yeah.
Figure out how to get lumber to Vietnam now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess everybody's going to Vietnam. Everybody's like leaving China and heading to Vietnam. Another communist country, but it's still doing the same. All right.
Oh, we got a video.
I wanted it. I'm Watson. Somebody. I'm Watson. Come on, Watson.
Okay.
Come here, Watson. Come on, say hi.
She heard some thunder a while ago.
Somebody want Watson. I'm all excited. Papa Willie. Dog Papa Willie. Okay. I wanted to give a big thanks to Herb Equipment for fixing Junkyard Skidder. We got Junkyard Skidder up and going, and it turned out good. Buck, if he's on here.
Oh, you're on the same time that Cotton Top's on. Cotton Top's doing live.
Oh, I was gonna say that's why I ain't getting nobody.
Yeah, they were kind of low on.
Well, I wouldn't have done that to him on purpose. I didn't know. Well, is his live about done or what?
Can we take a break and come back?
Can we take a break and come back when you're done, Tim?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know he was going live today. Huh. But big thanks to Herb. Wanted to thank you for taking care of Junkyard Skidder and everything. That turned out pretty daggone good. They had a little hose leaking on the puke tank there, and Junkyard was worried to death about it. Set up all night worrying about it. I said, well, just fix the hose. So next morning he fixed the hose and he was good. Top secret project. Been getting asked questions about top secret project.
Yeah, a few of these guys want to know if we can talk about it tonight. The only comment.
I can talk about Tiny. You know, everybody knows it's Tiny. Tiny come out there and they had it on Axeman, but Axeman hadn't made it to Canada and
overseas, have they? I mean,
yeah, not overseas either. So I don't know if I'll get in big trouble if I do that. I'll get in big trouble if I do that, I'm afraid. But we can talk about Tiny. Stevie's got some pictures he put on Facebook, so you can check a couple pictures on Facebook. You want to see what it looks like, but I'm afraid to do any videos on it till I know it's covered the globe. It's because I don't want to get my butt in trouble from.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Is that what they call that?
Yeah. Well, it ain't really spoiler. Everybody that's seen Axeman has seen it. That's what the top secret project is, Tiny, and with these big old tires. And I've been getting a lot of, you should have bought a forwarder, and I was like, what? Should have bought a forwarder? No.
But Tiny can't pretty well go anywhere, right?
Tiny's got it. Everybody's like, man, rock trucks don't go when it gets wet. Well, dude, it ain't got freaking rock truck tires on it. It's got
monster truck tires. Yeah.
You ever watch Monster Trucks?
Yeah,
but anyways, no, and Tiny's doing great. We've been getting along great with him. He performs great. But we poked a hole in a tire the other day, one of them fancy tires, ran over a cedar stub, and it was set up. It was still on the tree. It's a new root water cedar tree, and a daggone root sticking up like here. And I mean, it was about this long, and it was sitting on a tripod. I mean, it couldn't have ran up on the front end. But they're fixing the tires. We get back. We got the rock truck tire back on the front on one side right now, but they'll be getting back at it.
You didn't put one on both sides to make it.
No, we just didn't lock the diffie. Well, if you're spinning, you can lock the diffie in. It don't hurt nothing. But anyways, but no, it's doing great, guys. It's the ones of you that's worried about it and concerned about it. No, it does great. Stevie and Junkyard's been using them, and Stevie loads and Junkyard hauls it, and they get along fantastic with it. The son of a buck's got 40-mile-an-hour top speed. It's got 300 horse. It's got a Jake brake on it. It's got an engine brake on it. So, I mean, if you're comparing a beep, 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 beep forwarder to boom, I don't understand what everybody asks me. Well, why would you do that to the truck? Like, have you ever?
Did they know that Barney left last week?
Oh, yeah. Got rid of Barney finally. Those of you that knows about Barney, Barney's gone. Barney left the premises.
Yeah, we got Barney in 2003 or a long time ago.
Yeah, it was Barney was a 2003 model. We bought it 6.0 Ford and didn't read the directions and put the 1540 motor oil in it, and it calls for I don't know, water. I don't know what it calls for motor oil in it, but it was ridiculous. And we went through all that mess. Those of you know about 6.0 Ford, we went through all that stuff, and finally it was about to break us up trying to keep the thing on the road. So we parked it, and it sat there and rotted down for a couple of years, and then we sold it to some old boy. It's going to fix it back up, maybe put a 7.3 in it. Is that what he told you?
So you said, yeah.
So it's going to live again.
Yeah, it's
just
great.
had to find a new
the body
home.
was in really good shape yet.
Let's see, where's officer? Will it have DOT number? It's got air brakes, officer. Here we've been asking Junkie if he's been doing his pre-trip.
The Valvo.
Yeah. The other day, Junkyard. The way this thing works, it's got a spring applied pressure released drive line brake. So when you pull up and you park it and you set the brake, the back four tires, the transfer case kicks in and out. So it don't necessarily, when you're driving the unit, the motor end drives until you lock it in, and the transfer case in drives the back part of the truck. So when you're driving this thing, it steers easy, drives easy, puts the power to the ground easy. But when the stuff starts getting bad, then you can definitely lock your front end. Or if your front end's spinning out, then you can lock all six. You can lock all six like a farm tractor and just crab steer across the mud hole if you wanted to. But when you park it, it's got a spring applied pressure release brake, and it works just like it's got a cam. Well, it's not a cam. Officer Huber, how does the disc brake work? It's got the disc brake and it's got the slack adjuster, and then you adjust it. It's got a spring applied pressure release. Well, anyways, it come out of adjustment. It's manual adjustment, junkyard. Well, that thing won't hold the brake. You know, that's what everybody on that radio is going, did you do your pre-trip this morning, junkyard? Well, somebody come fix my brake. But anyways, I can't reveal it, guys, without taking a chance on shooting myself right in the foot. You know, I can't do that. So I'm sorry. I know I told everybody I'd have it revealed by now, and I didn't realize when Axeman came out and it went public, I didn't realize it was going to hold back in a few other countries, or I didn't mean to lie to everybody, but that's why.
When does it come out?
I think it's not even starting. Is anybody on here from the UK? Does anybody know when Axeman's coming on in UK?
There was somebody on here from Australia.
Dickard, when's it starting in Canada? Yeah, thanks to the Canadians. Dickard's got it right. Thanks to the Canadians. Oh, everybody thank Dickard. Everybody that wants to see the top secret project, it's Dickard's fault.
Gosh.
I have seen the pictures here in Canada. Okay, end of the month. Gotcha. Okay, what's next? Finally moving wood again and using Tiny. Stevie making the big loads. Check Stevie's Facebook out if y'all want to see some big loads on Tiny.
Yeah, he's got some pretty cool stuff on there. Like, guess how much footage is on Tiny and stuff. That's pretty cool.
I'd say that second picture you made, Stevie, if Stevie's on here, the second picture, I'm convinced that was a 4,000 foot load.
I think Kevin guessed 4,369, something like that.
I think the second one with the long tail on it, I bet that was every bit of a 4,000 foot load on that truck. Now, for the forwarder people, 4,000 foot on that discount dump truck with 6-wheel drive, fully locking diff and all that stuff, 300 horse. With 4,000 foot, you get across the open field, the son of a buck can make 30 mile an hour if you wanted to. So, I mean, that's what the idea was. In Indiana, our stuff's shaped a little bit different, and it's about small parcels and about getting on, trucking on down there. You might have to run up the guy's road a little bit and turn over here and then dump it there, you know. And then stuff that you can't drive muddy old logging equipment on, you know. So it's just a different application's all.
Someone on here asked if you're gonna put up videos of the fabrication.
Yeah, I did videos. Now, see, when Axeman was in there recording,
you couldn't record, right?
Yeah, and they was trying to keep the crew. It's the first season. They're looking at it as a new show, the way the History Channel budget was going. So when we shot this show, they was trying to keep Jason and the boys under 40 hours and stuff like that. We went over a couple weeks, I think.
Yeah.
When we went and got Tiny that day, I think we got Matt and him back late. But they was trying to keep under 40 hours on their payroll. And, you know, maybe if another season comes along, which is looking pretty positive, but we ain't heard nothing yet. But if another season comes along, there'll probably be more, you know. But anyways.
More footage, yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, when Jason and them would leave, I'd do a little bit of my own recording because anything I done could not interfere with what Axeman was doing because I would have gotten in big trouble. So when they was there recording, my stuff got shut off. And if you'd have noticed, back towards the end of the year last year, my videos got real weird. That's because when I'm usually shooting video, they was there shooting and doing their thing, and I had to yield to them while they done their thing. And then after they left, then I could do my mess. Or on some of the mornings when Jason and them would come in a little later to stay later, I could do a little bit in the morning, but it's just, you know, you just never know when the hot stuff was going down. We was trying to get it on their stuff, you know, for the History Channel. But yeah, I did got a lot of that stuff on there. So they're all that stuff's on there. I've been saving it. The first drive. Oh my gosh. When I got the stuff done and everything, everybody left. I was there one evening trying to get the cameras. It's got backup cameras on it. I was trying to get the cameras and the lights all working and stuff because Jason then was coming like the next day or the next Monday or whatever, they was flying back in to record it on a job site. So I had to work late there through the weekend there to get it going. Well, I just got all excited and I just fired that son of a buck up. Took her thundering downtown through St. Croix. I went around the gas station, cruised around, blowing the horn at the gas station. We all had a blast. I about started just picking up people in St. Croix and we'd all just head off in the dump truck.
Yeah,
oh, there's a bunch of
beer
grape.
That time. I left ahead of you and you're like, I'm right behind you. I'll be home in like 5 minutes behind you.
Yeah, as soon as Mommy went home, I fired up Tiny and we all went on. I should have picked up all the beer grapes and hauled them around with me.
I was like, where have you been for now?
Put them all in the back of the truck and let them drink beer back here, and I just cruise them around. I'll be the party bus. But no, it's all that stuff. I got all that stuff, and a lot of the how we was thinking and stuff like that that didn't get on history. You know, a lot of that stuff. So when it does finally come through, and anybody from the UK or Dickard, let me know when you get to episode whatever. I can't tell you the number, and I can't do spoiler stuff. You know, get myself in trouble, but. When you all finally see the truck, let me know, you know, and then once everybody's seen it and everything's done, then I'll ask for permission. And if them guys give me permission, then I'll start posting my stuff on it. But I got to let them have all their fun. It was their baby. So I got to let them have all their fun with it before I come in and, you know, do all that stuff. But I like your show. It's good. It keeps my mind off things.
So to answer Seth, they were with us about 6 weeks.
Thanks, Danny. Glad, buddy.
The camera crew was there about 6 weeks.
I hope y'all get better there. Do what now?
You're answering totally different questions.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Danny knows.
Seth Brown wanted to know how long they were there filming you.
And Axeman camera crew, I think it was a 6 week,
6 to 7 weeks, I think.
It was either 6 or 7 weeks, and it wasn't consecutive. We started, I think the first week was the 1st of November.
I think like the 2nd of November, and then they went home for a week at Thanksgiving, and they came back following week, and they were there for 3 weeks. They went home for Christmas for like 2 weeks, and they came back in January for like a week. So. And
I forgot oh hell. Who's the one to run? Brian. I don't know what Brian's technical what's his title?
He's one of the producers.
One of the main producers of Brian. He come by and talk to everybody and stuff.
Yeah, like October.
In October, he come in. I had the rear end pulled out Titus, and Brian pulls in there to check in. Cool, dude. I know the show was going to be great as soon as I met Brian. I mean, all the worries I had about the show was gone. Now, it wasn't the same case for everybody else. Everybody else is worried to death, still worried to death. And I was still worried, and don't get me wrong, but when I met Brian, down to earth, you know, he's just a down to earth good guy, you know. And he's sitting there holding the rear end and stuff while I worked on the rear end and Titus while we used to talking about doing the show and stuff. But then he said he got a good field crew coming in for our company. He said he thinks we're going to love him. And Jason, Matt, and Brave, oh my gosh, we drunk beer together. We had a blast. What a bunch. What a bunch of good people. What did you think? You're pretty much your take on them too.
Oh yeah, they were great.
I thought it was great. We took them all out the last night. We all went out and ate.
Yeah.
No, that was the last night before they come back for Tawny, wasn't it? The last night it was the last. No, it was last night. Yeah. One night we ended up all going out and eating. We took them out and I said, we're buying you all supper. For all the stuff you done for us, I'm going to buy supper. So we took them out and bought and sat around and drank a little bit and had a good time. Talked a lot back and forth. It's just neat to get to see professionals and what they're, you know. And Matt was giving me video editing advice and stuff. And he was actually shooting a commercial on the side. And he was taking me through the editor and showing me how to run his. And he's editing with, it's an Adobe.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
His editor's an Adobe.
Use Adobe.
Mine's Adobe Premiere. And his is like the professional version of Adobe. And he's shooting commercials for Hulu and everything. He's a professional. He's out there shooting commercials for mainstream stuff and using that same editing software, you know, which I thought was pretty cool. Steve said, who gets No, one day Big Daddy was all stirred up. He come on the radio. We was trying to do 7 Big Daddy finally comes on the radio. He's all stressed out. Who gives a shit?
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
Stevie said it ever since.
If you guys want some shout outs on here.
Okay.
Reading your review.
We'll just shout them out, whoever it is.
Michael Hall. And
I see, yeah, it was from YouTube.
Arlie Vibert and Rodney Moreland. And
that's what it was. Always digging 16. That's what Matt was using. Adobe Premiere Pro.
Jeff Means.
That's what he was using. And what I use is Elements.
I'm from Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
Wow. What kind of beer are y'all drinking? I'm drinking Milk Favorite with a Ultra.
I'm drinking poor man's professional beer. Want to tell? Well, let's go to line. We're down to line. Down to line 5.
Oh, somebody wanted to know like how you got on X-Men. So like you didn't like they kind of contacted you.
You got it done, Stevie. Good job, Bubba. Good deal. Now do what now?
Guy want to know how you got on X-Men.
Well, they found us off of YouTube's. They got us off YouTube's and got a hold of us on loggerway.com, and we started talking there. Let's see. All right, let's see. Off the X-Men
I'm
thing.
from Scotland.
Hi, Scotland.
Awesome. I'm from Nashville, Texas. Wow.
All right. Number 5 I was wanting to cover. I want to let y'all know the lumber market dropping, industry looking towards Vietnam. China, I guess the deal with China and stuff, they're about full, and them and Trump's into a headbutting contest. So
it's finally trickled, it's all I'm sure everyone's seen the repercussions, and it's finally trickled down
to us. To us. It's getting to us. Canada, not Canada. Sorry, Deckard, not Canada. China has been getting pretty full over there anyway.
We've been told that.
So they was already not in good shape, and the next thing you know, we started the headbutting, and then of course, so now it's looking towards Vietnam, which Vietnam is a communist country. Also, their infrastructure is not near as good as China, but a lot of people's leaving China and going to Vietnam, and still keeping the supply chain across from Vietnam to China because they're like the middlemen. But I don't know how long a term a fix it is, but that's what everybody's using towards. So there's like ridiculous amount of growth in Vietnam right now. They were growing like threefold or something in the past 2 years. They're ridiculous the way the growth is in Vietnam to accommodate all the crap we're trying to push to China still through with them sitting there like that, and then we're trying. So hopefully that turns out okay. Yeah, Steve said sound like his job's on the job. Look, took mom. Okay, so last night, mommy, Nutsy had come and hung out with us and hung out with Stevie and hung out with Dirt Perfect. But I didn't get to spend much time with Nutsy. Hated that, but I really want to spend some time with Nutsy, Mommy. But last night, Mommy had us tickets forever to a concert thing.
Awesome concert.
She acted like a little kid. I mean, she was. His name was
Gary Allen concert at French Lick Resort and Casino.
Yeah.
In French Lick, Indiana.
Gary Allen.
Yeah, I had such a good time. So I just gave him my purse and here, you just stand in the corner. I'm gonna have.
I went outside and stood outside the rest of the guys.
He stood in the
waiting for their wives to get down with the concert. It was all right. It was a fun time. It was a good time, but it wasn't my music, but it was a good time.
I told what I said earlier in the week. Was it Monday?
It's a chick thing.
Monday, he called me Monday and he's like, I need you to run a part up here in the woods. Of course.
Yeah, to save the day.
I had to save the day Monday.
Mama had to run a packing kit for the 648 up there so I could repack a cylinder on the steering cylinder right quick. Because Stevie Junkyard was catching me and Raji in minutes. And Raji just blowed the packing out of the daggone cylinder. So I said, Mommy, get here now. So
I never go anywhere within outside of a 30-mile radius in the house. It was an adventure, but I made it there.
But that's what she used for leverage
That's
against
what
it.
I leverage.
So Nutsy had to watch the kids for a little while before he went down to Dirt Perfect. And when you come in, basically Nutsy's going in and we was coming out. How you doing? Watch your kids. We'll see you later. Poor Nutsy had to babysit till Mikey went back to Mikey's.
Yeah,
But
our babysitters were running late, so Nutsy had to watch it for a few minutes.
and we finally got the bull mess with Nut. We finally got to talk to Nutsy for about an hour or so
Yeah,
that night.
yeah.
So, and he made it home. It was late. Stevie Nutsy was up late again last night and had to get up like me and Mommy never got up. He was up and gone. We never even got up
Yeah, he got up like 4 this morning.
to start his drive back because he had to make it
he's-
back to a funeral.
And like, well, I waited up like Friday night.
But I will say this.
Wasn't waiting up for him. I was waiting up Friday night. You had already fell asleep, and like first 11, like I was like, okay, I'm going to bed. So, and the boys wanted to see Nutsy, so I said, well, you know, whatever. You can stay up if you want. I'm going to bed. But they did get to see him Friday night.
So they hung out with Nutsy Friday night when he
Yeah.
come back from
And
Stevie's.
then he got the babysitter there.
But I will say this. Dudes with chicks. Something about this Bill Allen guy or
Shut up, Gary Allen.
Gary Allen guy.
Sorry.
Ow. Something about this Gary Allen guy is some kind of chicks
Oh
disco
no! When
nut.
we were younger, you drugged me to all these heavy metal concerts.
Yeah, some
And I
with some
was like-
teeth. I'm like, I can say,
Remember, I fainted at one of them
Yeah.
because like I got too hot and we was like in the mosh pit and I fainted. And
this old girl come over here and was dumping water on Mommy's head, trying to get her to come out of it. She didn't have no top or nothing on. Like,
yeah, I'm sure he was real concerned about me. At
I
the
was
time.
too. I was nervous wreck. I was like, she's over dumping water on. I'm like, what are you looking at? Well, put a shirt on or something.
So I told Les, I said, all these concerts I went to you with when you were
And she takes me to the Bill Allen concert or the Gary Allen.
concert,
It's-
which it was awesome.
I'm telling you,
You're
if
just
you're,
jealous.
yeah, I told her I said I'm a little jealous. I ain't never
You
seen.
know how old he is? He's 51 years old.
Well, he still got it.
He still got it.
There's
yeah.
chicks piled all over the place. I was like, oh my God. Every song I told her sounded like the Little Mermaid.
Oh,
It
shut
sounds
up.
like a dude version of Little Mermaid. It's like it's all chick songs. But it was good.
They can't believe you love heavy metal. He does now. He listens to bluegrass now.
I listen to
so-
everything. I can listen, guys. I can listen from anything from rap to reggae to freaking heavy metal to country to George Jones. I don't care what it is. I can listen. I used to cut timber singing girly pop songs. It don't matter. As long as it's good noise, I like it. Time to schedule. Oh, we did tell the time schedule for Use Your Hardwood.
How did you even spell that word? Oh my gosh.
Well, I erased it, so there's
It's
no
like
proof.
schedule.
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 It's French.
Schedule.
It's French.
So
Schedule. So, anyways, those of you going to the thing, I'm not going to be there Friday. I'll be there Saturday. I'll leave work Friday and drive straight up after work.
But we're still gonna have our booth Friday.
Yeah, Mommy and
Just he will not be there. So it'll just be moi and Dirt Perfect and Chipper Guy. So we don't
yep,
need you.
Chipper Guy, Mommy and Dirt Perfect will be there Friday.
And Miss Dirt Perfect will be there Friday afternoon.
Well, I'm bringing her with me.
Yes.
So I'm bringing Miss Dirt Perfect.
Yes.
So me and Dirt Perfect's trading. Dirt Perfect's got Mommy and I got Miss Jenna. Miss Dirt Perfect. so we'll all see you up there or whatever. But then Friday, I think MLH. When are you coming, MLH? And SOT might be coming. Stevie. Oh, wait, I got you, Stevie.
For the
Everybody, Stevie's not gonna be at work Saturday.
Is Stevie coming up?
Stevie, are you gonna make it this weekend?
What show?
He talked about a
going?
race. They're
The
just
show
racing.
is the Hoosier Hardwood Festival. It's at
The
Clover
show
Hill,
is
Indiana.
yeah.
It's only like 2.5 hour drive for us. So it's pretty
All right.
close. But we're staying up Friday night and Saturday night. So we'll be there all 3 days. So
You're coming back Thursday night after the.
after we set up. Yeah.
Okay.
I
All right.
guess. I may leave you with the kids.
And what's the last one? Number 8.
Being a hot week this week. Everyone's tempers are short.
Yes, the last week was a rough
August
week.
is always like the roughest month.
Everybody
So
out there,
hot.
we call August and September the burnout season.
Mhm.
Most of the quitting happens in August and September around our company. Most people quit in August and September. That's when everybody gets burned out from the heat and everything. And we're hoping to change that this year.
That's when the most kids are born too, is in September. Because you go back 9 months.
Yeah, but you got back up 9 months. See. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It ain't just for Santa Claus, huh?
So kids are born and people start to reach out in September.
Oh,
Okay.
jingle bells, oh, jingle bells. All
Um,
right, let's get to the reading of the company. Friday before lunch, I will call Mike when we get there. So, okay, Friday before lunch, MLH be showing up. Night, everybody. Night, Pat Kelly. Been to Gary Allen a few times. He really took a turn for the worse after his wife killed herself. Glad he came out of it.
He put on a great concert last night, like full of energy. It was really awesome. We just ignore him. Hi, Miss Elite. Didn't get a chance to say hi to her yet.
I said this like a concert version of a chick flick. I tell you what.
I learned my lesson. The next time I will not be taking this guy. He will be staying at home babysitting.
She said, "You just don't like country." I said, "Hell, I'd sit there and watch, Hank Williams or something like that."
It's just not about feelings. Oh.
Yeah, it was all about feelings. The dude, God dang, is everything about feelings? This dude, what the hell? Was it Johnny Cash, one piece at a time? I mean, something about something fun that a dude does. No, it's all chick stuff. But all the chicks.
I went to a concert and passed out for you. I mean, what more? You
Is,
owe me.
That's good.
I've been holding this grudge
Mommy, that was
for
a long
18
time ago.
years.
Did Derek tell you about the break on it on Junkie Skidder? Yeah, Chuck Derrick told us about the break-in oil. It's running good. We ain't really got to put her to the test real good yet. And he said you told him to kind of take it easy for a little bit. So we're taking it easy. I think the next job's a skidder job. So we'll kind of be skidding the next job instead of trucking it. And kind of put her to the test. It so far it does great. Everybody says it don't smoke anymore. The black smoke's gone. I don't know. I ain't really watched it run. Derek skidded off of me one day, but I said, daggone trying to keep wood on the ground. I wasn't paying attention to the skidder too good. But I'm on to a vision and give you all a shout out at Urban and everything. Thanks, guys. That was, you don't know how much that meant to all of us. Roger Skidder's down too. They got it at Owensboro down there. We're working on it too. It's got
transfer. One to Owensboro, one to Evansville. Any reason for that, or just?
Well, that way they can spread it up with a bunch of shops.
Okay.
I told Mom I was gonna start a competition. She says, "Well, I ain't got no pool in Evansville." I said, "I know a guy in Evansville." So I sent it down there, and oh boy, I told Mom, I said, "You want Buck to go down there and help him finish that Owensboro?" Oh, they're gonna be back there just a hairy nose, son of a back. No, we're so tickled that you guys take good care of us. I mean, real good care of us. All you guys do. The Herb Equipment is a real good company all the way around.
So Miss SOT said girls' night. Right on. Yeah.
Y'all can do that girls' night. Yeah, next time you go to a girly chick band, take the girls with you.
Lee Cooper wants a Sawmill t-shirt. Yeah, we're gonna try to get a bunch of them made up and put on the website. So that'll be coming soon. Mommy built shirts.
Mommy built.
That'd be very misbuilt. You wouldn't want to wear them.
Estrogen power.
Have like one armhole. I don't know.
Yep.
That wouldn't be right.
Estrogen power. But yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, one sleeve would be taller than the other and stuff.
Stephen Kennedy says, I wrote you a letter and made you a picture. Awesome.
Sweet. Thank you, Stephen.
We check the mail in a few days. So
yeah, Mommy lets the mail pile up till the box lid won't shut no more.
I'm like, I'll drive fast and be like,
I've seen her drive, stop, open the mailbox, look in there, shut the mailbox and drive off, and it'd be full of mail. I said, what the hell? She said, I don't want nothing in there. It's bills and stuff, and I don't want to open it.
I don't know if it don't look fun. I'm like, I'll just leave it. I don't want to deal with it. I know, I'm terrible.
So our mailbox is never empty. It's
so
always got mail in it.
Something, put it like like a bright pink or orange envelope, and then I'll grab it right out. I go, that looks fun.
I'll start getting to our billers and tell them make sure to send them a pink envelope so you'll pull the bills out before they get,
Get something cut off.
delinquent. I'd go see Gary Allen with Ann and Miss S.O. Dog.
All right. The next one has to be what? Luke Bryant.
Miss Elite, I'm sitting out there in the wall. I'm sitting out there in the wall with my phone and a beer, holding her damn purse, sitting out there in the in the wall. And I look over there. There's about 30 or 40 other men sitting out there waiting on their chicks to get done with this concert. You know what I mean? So, what they got you in here for?
And all of a sudden, I'm like standing there with my phone and videotape, and all of a sudden, like a beer comes down the row, and this guy's like, "This is your beer." I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, I don't know if it is or not, but I'm gonna drink it.
I come in there in this mess, and all the girls are everybody's going crazy, and I walk in there and I look down the row where Mommy is, and like 5 people down in there, and they're all standing up and going screaming and carrying on and going on, and one dude. I don't know about him.
Nice.
He's just really nice. So, anyways, they started backing up. I said, "Oh no, I don't want in there. Give Mommy this beer." I just walked back out.
And I started drinking. I'm like, "Is this really my beer? I don't even care at this point. I'll just drink it." Probably not right.
There's no way I'm going in this mess and get stuck in here. You know what I mean?
And yeah, I say I fainted for you 18 years ago.
Yeah,
and
still.
You still.
Oh, I fainted outside. They had to revive me. Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh.
went, oh.
Who did we see at that time? It was Kid Rock, and there was like 5 guys.
Well, thanks, Yank Doodle. Thank you, buddy.
Awesome.
It's awful sweet out of you. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's all sitting there holding purses, sitting there talking. We're all pee-whips standing out there lined up against the wall. You know what I mean? That's a son of a.
It's funny, they had like a sign that said Express Beer Lines. We're like, oh my god! So we're running that Express Beer Lines,
and it was the longest line there.
It was the longest line. It was a gimmick.
So I kept going back there. I'd get a beer, and then I'd turn around and get back in line. And by the time I get back to the front of the line, there'd be another beer drink. I'd dump that cup out in the trash can, give me another one, and go anything to stay out of the concert. I was just trying to. The girls in there screaming.
Let me in there. I'll start pouring the beers, right? Like I'll start.
But I will say this: old boy did put out a lot of energy. He did a really good job. These girls was crazy. I mean, crazy. I was like, the last thing I wanted, I was trying to stay away until I got the end of it. And then this old boy, when they got done, everybody just rushed the stage. This old boy just started on one end, just signing shit, boots, cards, everything. You name it. There wasn't no brawls, but everybody, I mean, just signing everything all the way down that daggone stage. And I'm like, man. And Mommy, she's getting a sickness. She's like, I said, you're not going up there, are you? Said, would you wait for me? Well, I'm not leaving without you, but I'm going to stand back here. I ain't getting up braving that mess of crap for nothing. Yeah, it is a pretty Gary Allen. Who'd have thunk it? Yeah. There wasn't a mosh pit, though. I mean, I'm telling you.
This close to being a mosh pit.
How long had Tiny been playing before Axeman came around? Well, we thought about Tiny a lot, but the money we thought we'd have to spend on it I'll give you the money we thought we was going to have to spend on Tiny. It just didn't rank high enough on the priority list to pull the trigger on. Because, you always got a budget. So, and every time, and me and Big Daddy's come across that 2 or 3 times. And every time we got to thinking about it and budgeting it out, it was like, man, it ain't. There's other stuff needs bought around there worse than spend that kind. But when Axeman come around, they helped us on. They pushed for it, and we kind of, and thank God we did, because we had no idea it would be as good as what it is. We had no idea it'd turn out this good, and so I mean, thank goodness it's here now. But it'd have probably been years before we'd ever pulled the trigger on it. And I'm getting old enough now, and there's enough stuff needs done at sawmill that I don't even know if I'd ever pulled the trigger and actually went through with it if they hadn't done it. They hadn't pushed us to do it then on Axeman, So I hope that answers your question. Well, good night. I'll continue praying for y'all. Good, God bless. Thank you, TF. But 10 hours for Cloverdale, Indiana. Cloverdale, I wrote you a letter. Thanks, Thomas Hunter. Night, TF.
I really need to clean out that mailbox.
Yeah, it's probably stuck in her mailbox. Anybody's wrote us a letter in the last 2 months, it's probably mailbox about 3/4 full. We got a pretty good sized mailbox, so it, yeah. When they show up trying to tow the house away, well, that's all right. We got so many flat tires, I'll never get out of here with it.
Last time I got my mail out, there was literally a lizard in there, and he got in my car, and I freaked hell out. Like, it was bad.
Yeah, Dickard, we need a highly experienced
bad.
mail mechanic. And then you need to train me. Just hang around Dickard all day. Oh, all right. Well, we got through our list, and all this mess is done. It's been 40 minutes. What y'all say?
You was gonna ask everyone like what they want to see on for video vidges and stuff. Are you gonna do some vidges?
Mommy wanted.
Hey, are you gonna do some vidges this weekend?
Yeah, I'll do vidges and stuff here. I didn't get any vidges with Nutsy, but Nutsy and Stevie, I think, got some vidges, and Nutsy and Dirt Perfect got some vidges, but I never got no Nutsy.
They did a live feed, I think.
Yeah, Mike and Nutsy did a live feed and stuff, but I didn't get no vidges with him. But there was vidges. But this next weekend, hopefully I'll get my timing right and everything will be a lot better. And I'll be in a better mood. And things will go good. And I'll loosen up and we'll do some good vidges this coming weekend. So it'll be weekend vidges this show. And Mommy wanted us to ask, before we get off here, everybody, anybody got anything on their mind they want to spit out? What do you like about what you've been seeing? What do you dislike about what you've been seeing? And what would you like to see us do more of and less of? If you don't care jotting her down. And cheese curds. More cheese curds. Well,
I don't think that would help with the rugged training.
Cheese curds? We'll try some cheese curds.
So the rugged maniac is the last weekend in August. It's like Labor Day weekend. That Saturday, and we finally got signed up, and we're like #TimberBeast. Woo! Just me and Wade. So like everyone at work said they were gonna do it, but I think it's just
slowly one by one they're backing out, and we're the only schmucks going, and all of them are in better shape than we're in.
But we just paid for a t-shirt and sweatband, and like we get to run through some mud, so it should be
MLH. I've been doing my lifts.
More Mommy, less Wade. Thank you,
more Mommy, less Wade. Here's it.
Mommy time. Michael Burke said that.
All right, stop. Mommy time. I like the mechanic fabricating family-oriented vidges. I still love the timber cutting too. Cool. More Brutus vidges.
Tour the mill. Yes, you should recommend that. I seriously think that.
What?
Yeah, mill tours. Miss Elite said I give a really good job doing mill tours. Need to do a life like
Mommy did a video with her and the boys staining the thing.
Yeah,
that was good.
I make this booth, and which we never did.
Calvin takes the camera, and he is a natural. He's like he's pudging around there talking about stuff, and I was dying laughing. I told Mommy, I said, that is going on my channel.
Yeah. So it was so funny because he was like, hello, everybody. And he starts filming. But yeah, it's going to be one of Wade's bitches. But yeah, we had to make, we're making like a front of the booth, and it's made out of pallets. So it's pretty cool.
Hi, Hartford, Wisconsin. Go ahead.
And we're going to be like, our booth's inside the building. I've never been there before, but I guess it's a huge like arena. So we'll be inside somewhere. So just come find us. So it should be a good time.
MLH says I need to race downhill. If I can't keep one foot in front of each other, I could roll the rest of the way. Either way, we're going to get there.
I just push you.
Old man in the woods says more hand cut. My God, there ain't much hand cut going on anymore. We're getting ready to go to a steep job here. The next job we're going to is another gravy job. We're on a gravy job now. And then we're going to a steep one. And on the steep one, I'll try to get as much vidge as I can with some hand cutting and stuff. But I'm still hoping it's dry enough, and I got enough steel cojones on me where I'm going to try to do as much of as I can. Brutus doing the push button stuff, but we'll see. I'm getting along pretty good on Brutus now.
That wants to see more trucking vidges.
Cool.
Yeah.
We can handle that.
Mm-hmm. Variety rules. Yeah.
What?
Variety rules.
Good.
I agree.
Good.
Yes.
Good. Cool. Well, is everybody satisfied? We all in? We all done? Sold, Mommy. All right. Love y'all. We're going to get off here. Everybody say your goodbyes. I know it's rough, but I like to see some more hand cutting vidges. Be safe. Thank you, Bruder Prater. I go all the time for the horse shows. The horse
Horse
shows.
shows.
Oh, horse shows. I was like, what are they showing up there?
The arena, the show, the horse
Do
show.
more skitter, Bidgie.
She said he said there's a great restaurant down the road from the show arena. Awesome, thank you.
MLH, all nighters in there working. I don't know. I ain't. Derek ain't said. Do you know where I might find a company that builds remote control hydraulic valves for a project on building? It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it. I can't think of it. There's a company. Go on. Just go online and type in crane remotes. You can do your hydraulic stuff with that.
Hello.
Crane remotes. Go in to look for crane remotes, and it'll take you on the company that builds all the remotes for everybody. On your crane, you can run your hydraulics that way off your crane remote. Night, everybody. I love y'all. Everybody be safe this week. Drink plenty of fluids.
These kind if you can.
Yeah. Unsalted nuts. Don't get too crazy. How do you shut this off? Every time. In stream. In stream?
Yeah, probably.
Are you sure you want in stream? Yes. Night, everybody. Love you.